are really gonna watch this.
They ain't got nothing else to do.
Right?
Word.
I ain't going on social media talking shit about TDS Radio. I know that much.
My man, Coach Block.
What's up, cuz? How we living?
You're rocking with TDS Radio.
Get it, Kim. All right. She got a vision, and she want us to execute this vision.
Ooh, man. That's what TDS is about today.
Ken and Kim are the two dopest siblings that I know.
All right, man. You ready?
Am I ready? Are they ready?
Nigga.
What's up? Oh, I think I'm number 2. What's up? It's your man, Coach Block, one half of TDS Radio. And I am here again with the homie.
OBLIO.
The dopest engineer in the game. What's going on, my good people? Thank y'all for tuning in to TDS Radio. People told me to do this, and I'm sorry, because once again, I'm new to this. Make sure you hit us up on Instagram, which is TDS Radio, Facebook, which is TDS Radio, but YouTube is different. It's TDSR Media, because somebody had TDS Radio. I don't know who that was, but somebody else already had TDS Radio. So make sure you hit us up on our different channels. Make sure you holler at us. Make sure you let us know if sound is good, everything's good. Tell us if you like what we're doing. What's up, fam? How you doing? How you doing? I gotta get your Jay, I gotta get your address because we got candles and I want to send you a candle because you support us every single time we come on. So make sure you hit me up so we can get you some stuff. We starting to get a prize closet. This starting to get real. How you doing today, Oh?
I can't complain.
Oh, man.
I made it through. How was your day so far?
Hey, all kids are alive that dealt with me today, so it's a good day.
Okay,
TGFI. And I'm ready to turn up.
Okay.
As soon, and I mean as soon as I get home. I ain't even waiting. I was deciding, like, is it a gym night? Nah, I'm gonna have a cocktail.
Okay.
And kick back and cocktails.
Understood.
Yeah.
That sounds very relaxing. I can agree to that.
I need that. We can go to the gym tomorrow.
Yeah, why not?
It's been a rough week. Not a rough week. It's just been a long week.
It has.
It felt like it's taken a while to get to this Friday.
I know that feeling. So, but we made it.
We made it and we're here.
Healthy.
And this is the part that we push through that feels good. TDS Radio.
TDS Radio.
And if y'all haven't paid attention to TDS Radio, please look at our Instagram, Bump Box. I don't know if y'all know what Bump Box is, but Bump Box is the new, like, old school. Y'all remember the old school boxes that people had with the cassette tape? Well, they remade it, and now they're like huge. Well, they just shot us out on their story. They showed literally the clip of us yesterday talking about their Bump Box with LD Beats.
That's dope.
Hey, man, we somebody out here, Oh.
Congratulations.
We somebody out here. We somebody out here.
Kim,
TDS,
on the bag.
we doing something. We making moves.
Amen.
Yeah, so today we're going to do a couple different things today. One, we're going to, of course, always stay traditional and say happy birthday to those who are having birthdays today. Then after that, we're going to go into our entertainment news because we got a few stories, but we don't want to stay there. Okay. Then we got some things on Just Scrolling that we just got to talk. Well, first, messy letter. Oh, God, let me not forget that. So we got another messy letter. Hopefully this time they use some punctuation.
Okay.
Then we're going to go into Just Scrolling because there's some things I seen while I was just scrolling that's just like, what? What are we talking about?
Okay.
And I feel as though as a elder guy, like I'm in that middle age, like I'm not too old, but I'm not young. I feel like I got to say something about what I saw.
Okay, I understood.
And then we're just going to go into some old school. I wish we had some church music. We're going to go into some just testimonial time because I got one. And hopefully by that time, you can give us one. Just
okay. He's on my side all the time. Okay. Me and him have a personal relationship.
Right.
He gets sick of me. And sometimes I'm like, you know what?
Yeah,
I got it.
It's a relationship where, every now and again, people always make it seem like it's bliss. Every now and again, me and God, hey, I gotta talk to you. Hey,
This is not what we talking about.
What are we doing? What are we doing? You said you wasn't gonna put too much on me.
But not more than I can bear. Okay?
Yeah, but I'm feeling it though.
Okay. You gonna feel it. We bend, but we don't break.
I'm feeling it. So on this Good Friday, man, I don't have a lot of birthdays. How about you? Oh, you got any birthdays? Any people? Anybody from Facebook? Anything?
No, okay. So like, it's my cousin's birthday, but it's like the day before mine.
Okay.
So we still got time.
We got time. Yeah, we got time. Okay. Well, no, you know what? I'm sorry. I do the weekend birthdays too. So I got the people who are coming up this weekend, I think. Yeah, upcoming. And it's not even a lot of them. Okay. So we're going to start with today, though. So today is Coach Joe Vips. I don't know the last name is VIPS, celebrating his 43rd birthday, and Coach Robert Lee, who is also celebrating a birthday. And over the good weekend, well, actually tomorrow, is my homeboy from Pittsburgh, Draper Gilliam. Then we have Jordan Reed and Travis Bullard. Bullard. Got Travis Bullard's birthday. That's going to be on the 10th. So I only had 6 birthdays today, but all 6 of those birthdays are important. And if you know anybody who's having a birthday, please do not hesitate to contact us, DM us, let us know. We will give a shout out for your family and loved one's birthday. Whenever it is, just hit us up, let us know. And we're going to get into our video for the birthdays 1, 2, and 3.
Y'all ready? Happy birthday to you. Hey. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Well, you look good. You look good. You look fine. You look fine. We hope you have a good time. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Yeah.
I have got to find out who these group of people were. Like, the thing is, I've seen the video. Matter of fact, I have the video, but it's cut off at the point where people tag who it is. So I don't know
exactly who.
I got to get to these people. They need to know that every single day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're playing them.
Credit.
We're playing them singing, and I want them to have their credit.
Understood.
You know
I would like for them to have their credit too.
Yeah.
They deserve it.
Yeah, or maybe we can even have them on the show somehow, some way. But
how y'all come up with that song? Is
that a family thing? Because now we took it. It's ours now.
Well,
it's cousins. We want, hey cousin. We took it.
Just let them get their, letterings together.
I swear, I will put the tag right on the bottom of it and say who it is. Because they did a great job. They did that live in the restaurant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and as the quote said, continue to live your life in a way that makes every day worth celebrating. So that's my little inspirational piece right there. We are going to go into our entertainment news, and we got some humdingers for you today. So here's the graphic. So we have a few stories that we wanted to talk about. As you've seen from the intro, we're going to be talking about Jonathan Majors, and we're going to be talking about Usher, because Usher is out here doing some things, getting some tips from some people, and then we're going to talk about Doja Cat, because there's some good news for her.
Okay,
and then we're going to wrap it up with Odell and Kim Kardashian, because that's a great way to wrap up entertainment news.
Yeah, because they're very entertaining.
Yeah, man. Here we go. So let's start out with this guy. Let's get him on the screen here. Who's the first guy we're going to start out with? Boom, bang, and this guy. Boom, this guy. We're going to start out with him.
Okay.
Mr. Jonathan Majors. So Jonathan Majors is facing more trouble as two of his former girlfriends are now coming forward, accusing him of physical and emotional abuse. According to Rolling Stone, here we have Emma Duncan and Mara Hooper. Mara Hooper are the women in question, making serious claims against the actor. Per the news publication, Duncan's relationship with Majors allegedly saw multiple incidents of physical violence take place in their time of romance. She recalls one particular day in 2016.
Okay.
I'm
listening.
Man, here we go.
I'm listening.
2016. So this woman accused, she's saying she's going back to 2016 of when this incident happened, July of 2016, when Majors allegedly assaulted her. He allegedly flung her across the room. He threatened her fertility. Major has since denied these accusations. Meanwhile, Hooper was a former classmate of Major's at Yale Drama School. She describes controlling environments during her time with the Creed star. Hooper reportedly dated the 35-year-old between 2013 2015. So it's almost 10 years ago that these alleged incidents happened. She alleges to have endured experiences similar to Duncan. The allegations of abuse made by Duncan and Hooper are the first brought to light in a Rolling Stone investigation conducted in 2023. More than a dozen sources of friends and family are aware of these relationships and have supported these accounts. Despite wanting to come forward with their stories, both women declined to comment on original articles due to fear of retaliation.
I mean, how do we not know that this is retaliation at this point?
Yeah, that's my point. So I always say it's sad because you don't want to discredit the women.
That part.
Because if
Absolutely.
it did happen, then that's the reason why you don't have a lot of women say when things happen, because people will not believe them.
Exactly.
So you do want to err on the side of caution. All right. But 10 years is a long scope.
Okay.
And the one thing that I would like to see, and I'm being very careful with the wording that I use because I have daughters. So if they ever watch this, I want them to be able to see what I'm saying and make it make sense for them too.
Okay.
Even if you choose not to say anything, then you probably should at least file like a police report.
Exactly. You should definitely
like filing a police report is major. And I don't know if because you got to have the evidence there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so right now, when the first thing people are going to say, well, why didn't you go to the cops? Why didn't you blah, 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 right?
Not only that, but even if you're operating in fear, you have to find some sort of tangible connection. Say, hey, like, I know this man. I know this is what he's done. He's done it to me multiple occasions. I can recall this, and this happening.
Right.
And the more important is remembering what happened when you explain that to the details.
Very detailed. Yeah.
Don't wait. Make sure you tell somebody. If not, then record the situation. You get a voice recorder on your phone.
You do. Now, to my knowledge, and just put it in my mind because I might have forgotten, what happened to Chris Brown?
As far as
like with the situation with Rihanna, I forgot specifically.
He
was blackballed, but did he do any jail time over that situation?
No, he did probation, from what I remember. Community service,
right?
I really think it was a lot of probation with him.
So now here's what I'm saying about the situation, and not saying that I please nobody try to drag me. I'm not saying that any man should get off for that, but what I'm saying is there is record of it. So if something was to happen, we still have Rihanna's photos of when the incident occurred.
Exactly.
So I get it. Some people may not have the strength or the ability or the emotional intelligence or capacity to say, I want to take this battle on. I get it. I understand that. But at least protect yourself. So when that time comes, even if it's something that's resolved in a civil manner, at least you got your ducks in a row to say that this did happen to me. When you are strong enough to have that communication and talk to somebody about that.
Absolutely.
Don't rob yourself of credibility because you did not take the proper steps to validate the wrongdoing.
Understood. And I 100% agree on that
Mhm.
as well, because I mean, you need that regardless. At the end of the day, it might not go in one way,
Right.
but as long as you have what you need to suffice for just that civil suit that you can do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So with that being said, hopefully this is not true. All right. And hopefully if it's not true, he gets his justice to be able to say, like, hey, he gets his data, clear clear his name. But if it is true, then I hope whatever comes to you, because people should stop putting their hands on women.
Exactly.
Unless you're fighting for your life, because some of these women can fight. I done seen some women who could throw them hands or pull these, and you can't. You got to get her up off you. But I'm just saying, in situations where we're talking about relationship abuse and it's unwarranted, cut the shit, guys. Walk away. Always walk away. With that being said, on the terms of abuse, on the flip side of things, we have a good story. Judges have issued a ruling on a permanent restraining order against Doja Cat's brother. Yes. So Doja Cat, for those that do not know, she has been suffering abuse from her brother for quite some time.
That's still weird to me.
And the mother knows about it. Like, everybody knows that this is going on, and nobody's doing anything as her family. So it's kind of weird, not understanding the dynamics there. There's not a lot out there about the dynamics, but a Los Angeles judge has issued a ruling against a permanent restraining order. So he went, a Los Angeles judge has issued a ruling for the permanent restraining order against Doja Cat's brother. Wow. The Shade Room previously reported this some time ago, and we did also, when the Shade Room reported it, we also gave the story. In the court records obtained by the Shade Room, Doja Cat's mother appeared on the 31st trying to help. The records asserted that there was a hearing also on at 8:30 in the morning. So this has been going on now. According to the records, the judge, long name and all that stuff, had reached a verdict in this. The restraining order will remain in place until midnight of January 31st, 2029. So whoa. Yeah, so this is definitely something that's going to be enforced as the proceedings continue. There is proof of abuse, harassment, threatening, terroristic threats, and having, I guess any type of violence, promoting violence towards her through social media. So he's been like trying to cohort other people to do things to her, or saying that she will get things done to her in social media. So all that must stop.
Oh, wow.
There should be no contact with her or her son, nothing. So basically, he's done the best that he could as a judge until it's time for the court proceedings to take place in reference to Doja Cat and what she's experiencing with her brother.
So what should be the new policy going forward on how they react with him? Because like at some point he's going to try to find out where she is. Yeah. What do you guys have anything in place to make sure that she's safe? Because that's scary.
It's terrifying. Yeah. It's family. So somewhere, somehow he gonna pop up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's terrible. And it's a shame that she has to go through this. But like you said, hopefully they're going to take some form of provisions to assure that she has a community around her or some protection around her. But this story did not mention that, unfortunately.
That's sad.
It is, right? That is terrible. Like abuse towards anybody, I don't have any I cannot tolerate it. I have low tolerance for anybody who does that. Mm-hmm. But when it's abuse towards women, especially like men towards women, mm-hmm. Man towards man, woman towards woman, all right, put up your dukes.
Right.
But
handle your business.
Yeah, handle your business, do what you got to do. But a man towards a woman, I just don't understand. Arguing, I just don't understand fighting. I could not imagine in the life of me somebody your size making me mad enough to take my man's strength and just come here, Mortal Kombat style. Like I don't understand that, man. And I'm not saying, guys who are going through that, go talk to somebody. Like really think about our makeup.
It's different. It's definitely different. And that's two different types of strength.
Right. And if you're fighting for your life, don't get me wrong, because there are situations where men get abused by women too.
Right.
If you're fighting for your life, nobody should be putting your hands on you in that degree, in that way. Nobody should make you feel emotionally abused. I get all of that. Get away from it if you can. But those who are the abusers, man, think about what you're really doing to another human being, man. Like, cut the shit.
And they don't realize it until it's done.
Until it's done to them. And most of the time they hide. We're not going to start that. Leave that alone. Because I know, never mind. So,
yes,
we got some great news about just love.
We got love in the air.
We got
it's Valentine's
love
Day.
in the
it's already
air. These two people right here, these guys. Oh, aren't they cute?
That's so adorable.
Oh, you know what? We're gonna go to the next segment because don't nobody care about Odell Beckham
and
damn Kim Kardashian. So let's get them out of here. Yeah, good. Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. Exactly. Hey, Kim or Odell, good luck. I mean, what makes a person see that type of track record and be like, you know what?
I'm going for it.
I'm different. What makes you look at the track record? I'm not talking about body counts. Mm-hmm. I'm just talking about track record of inconsistent relationships.
Absolutely.
And be like, you know what? I'm going to be different.
Score.
I don't give a damn if it's a man or a woman. What makes you think that, you know what, we're going to go for it?
You know exactly why he went for it.
That's terrible.
You know exactly why he went for it. The brand.
The brand
is what it is. However, what I am scared of, which is obviously a pattern, is what is made out of these black men once they're in the relationships with these women.
Right.
Once they leave the relationship with these women,
right.
And how it affects them as black men. It's like you didn't.
Why are we running to their door like, please, me next? What the hell? Tell me what it is.
Ray J was the only one that got away clean.
Right. But then, okay, in all fairness though, you know who else is like that?
Who?
Erykah Badu.
Not my mom.
I mean, the Baduism allegedly is real.
She sold the incense.
And she sold the smell of herself. And we ain't talking about underarms. And not only did she sell the smell of herself, it sold out.
She got that thing.
She bottled her aroma and that shit sold out. Bless your heart. I ain't gonna lie. As a single man, and I had the opportunity for Baduism,
you would have took it. I'm
diving off the top rope. How could you not? It's Badu. Clearly, what she's doing is man. Now, granted, well, Andre ain't even the same no more.
No, I heard they
Common bounced back. Common bounced back.
But did he really? Did he really? Because he didn't date Tiffany Haddish weird ass. So that's number one. Number two, she talked like that man was the weirdo anyway.
True.
Does he hide it well in public?
He might. I don't know. But Baduism. So remember we was talking before about people need to tell me, celebrities that need to tell me what they got going on. Because in my mind, we're together. It's Badu. It's Sanaa Lathan, Nia Long, and then Jill Scott. Those women have to check in with me in my mind. Check in with me in my mind.
They ain't got nothing
you ain't got nothing else going on. If you got to check in with me in my mind, those 4 women for me have to check in, and Badu is one of them. Because you can't. She the one that you just can't have her out there with anybody.
No, hell no.
She
doesn't hypnotize somebody else.
Yeah.
Like, damn it, I told you about this shit. Nobody told you.
It's just in my mind, and nobody get mad like, well, what your fiance think? She know, and she got a list of people too on her side. Okay. Have you? What is your celebrity crush? Who is your celebrity crush?
Okay, don't judge me.
I won't.
Okay, so definitely the baby.
Okay.
Gotta have him. that's be on God. Okay. I love me some Tiana Taylor.
Really?
I love she is
Okay.
so gorgeous.
Okay.
I love Tiana Taylor. Michael B. Jordan.
Okay. Michael B. Mhm.
And then lastly, I would have to say, okay, it's old head. Don't judge me.
It's an old head.
It's an old head.
Okay.
D.L. Hughley.
See, he's an old head to you.
He is.
Yeah, I was about to say that's not an old head, but okay. You like DL Hughley like that? What is it about DL?
I don't know. She's very attractive.
That's unique. I've never heard anybody say like, you know what, that DL Hughley.
That D.L. Hughley. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's unique. I never really heard of that. But I'm be honest with you, man. Like, have you gone to one of his comedy shows?
Yes, actually, I don't know if you were there, but I know it was Kim and your mom at
Yeah.
one time.
Yeah, I didn't
and
go.
then it was me and 20.
Okay.
DJ 20. We
Yeah.
went out there with them. I enjoyed myself.
He's
That
a
was my
great
first comedy
show. He's a great show.
I enjoyed myself.
Yeah.
That was my very first one.
For real?
Yep.
I love comedy shows. I love comedy shows.
Well,
I got a chance to see Jill in person.
yeah.
When I seen Jill, look, goosebumps. And I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
Literally, goosebumps popped up when I said,
Like, ooh.
man, it was just me and her in there. And I was married at that time. I was with my ex-wife. I would just move. Shut up. Poof.
Get out my
Yeah,
hair.
get out of here. Shut up. I'm here with her, like me and Jill. She was singing to only me. Like in movies when everything else just goes away.
The room goes
It was
dark.
just me and Jill.
Spotlight.
Oh
Camera
man, it
just
was
rolls.
me and Jill. You couldn't tell me shit. Now, but here's what's funny. Me and my ex-wife, we went to go see Maxwell.
Uh-huh.
And you know, first it was Raheem Devon. So it was a cool vibe. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't a big Raheem Devon fan, but she was a big Maxwell fan.
Okay.
So we sitting there. Next thing you know, I hear her go, "Whew, are you hot?" I said, "Hell no, I ain't hot." And then it was like, once again, like a movie. I looked up. We was right underneath the air conditioner vent. I'm like, don't get left.
Right.
Her ass, that boy started singing and her ass got hot. I said, so everybody has their celebrity person, and I think it's fun because, you know, why not live a little bit? I forgot who my fiance is, but she has a few. But
Check in, babe. Check in.
yeah, Jill Scott, Erykah Badu, Sanaa Lathan, and Nia Long. God damn, you check in.
My phone ain't ring.
I ain't heard from you. Like Martin back in the day. What's the matter? You can't call nobody. Yeah, you go. You better check in with Coach at TDS in Durham.
No.
So, oh no, I'm sorry. We had comments. I'm sorry.
Yes, Mrs. Lathan.
Yes, Sanaa is bad,
She
man.
don't give it up.
Oh yeah, that was the Doja Cat. But yes, Sanaa is bad. I'm trying to tell you. And you know what? The thing about like Sanaa, I like, she's not in the news.
No.
Like,
no.
you really don't see her until it's time for her to be on stage.
Right. She's like, I showed up for work
Right.
and I'm gonna go my mother.
She ain't talking about none of that shit that all them other people talking about. She's just in her own lane.
I like that. I enjoy that.
That's
for her.
pretty dope. I like celebrities that are in their own lane.
Me too.
Like, anyway, because all
It's
this other
easier
shit
to enjoy.
is crazy. But coming up, we have, you know what's coming, the messy letter. So we're going to take a quick break, come back, read this messy letter, and we're going to get into some things. It's messy, but it's not as messy as others. But we'll be right back. TDS Radio, our voice. Oh, I'm about to click the wrong shit. I'm about to click the happy birthday shit. See what happened? Live show, TDS Radio. We'll be right back. So those who are there, stay there. Messy letters coming up. We'll be right back, I promise. TDS Radio, our voice, our culture. What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your man, Coach Block, one half of TDS Radio. And I'm here with
OBLIO.
the dopest engineer in the game. So what we're going to do, we're going to switch things up a little bit because we have somebody who's going to be coming in. And during the messy letter, we have a guest. I told you at any given time, we just need to put like a doorbell, like little sign. Any given time, somebody can stop up because now people want to do the messy letter with us. That's great.
Oh,
it's cool.
Yay.
It's great. So we got somebody who wants to do the messy letter. So I'm holding off because they are stuck in traffic. So we're holding off on the messy letter. But this segment is just as messy. This segment is called Just Scrolling. So in this segment called Just Scrolling, it just happens to be just that. I find some things that I'm scrolling on, and then I just got to say, this is stupid. Stupid enough for me to share and show and talk about on TDS Radio.
Okay.
So here's the first video. You guys tell me what you think. I think it's ridiculous. Here we go.
So, like, if you're a guy with 100 body count or you're a female with 100 body count, you're still a whore.
I don't believe a man can be a whore. Men are whore makers.
No, why can't a man be a whore?
So let me ask you a question. Me and you playing Mortal Kombat. I'm playing it on hard mode, but I beat the game. You play it on easy mode, and you beat the game. Who has more respect out of the two of us?
I mean, you obviously.
Because I played it on hard mode, right? So that's the difference between men and women. Men play sex on hard mode. Women play sex on easy mode. It's not respectful. We don't respect you, right? So therefore, we call them whores. A man has sex with 3 women. It was hard to do. You had to put in that work to get that. And I'll take it a step further, right? Think about in society, all the jobs that build the infrastructure in America pays more. STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. Those 4 industries pay the most because they literally build the infrastructure of the society. Now think about a bartender or someone working at a call center. They don't get paid that much, but the person that is building something, an architect, an engineer, those people get paid a whole lot more. Their salaries are just higher because the harder something is, the more respect you get, which means it's more monetary gain. The easier something is, you don't get a lot of respect. The janitors, they don't get paid that much. The principal, he gets paid a whole lot. Maybe the janitor even does more work than the principal, but it takes more competence to be a principal than it does to be a janitor. So it's a competence level as well. So it's multiple factors, multiple ways where I could break it down, which a woman is a whore, a man is a whore maker.
As you can see, that was the No Fugazi podcast. I tend to watch this podcast, not podcast, but I watch his clips.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like a nephew of, not literally, but just figuratively, a nephew of Kevin Samuels, right?
Okay.
Now, the difference between he and Kevin Samuels is I have watched Kevin Samuels in his entire like episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad because a lot of times he did stuff to just get clickbait, because when you listen to the episode in its entirety, it's like, oh, it's not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the things he said wasn't that bad. It was just, it was to gravitate to a crowd of people and certain people who just wanted to hate him. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
Like I have, if you seen me and my Big Mouth podcast, you seen him. He sat here last time, last Friday, the Friday before last. And he knows he can say things to get under people's skin, but his viewership goes through the roof. I tend not to be one of those people, right? So I don't want to argue with people about silly shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'd rather take some time to educate. And so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to educate, right? Because he attempted to educate. And I think what happens is one of his podcasts, one of the young ladies that was sitting there was 23, younger than 25.
Okay.
So some of the opinions that these young ladies give, okay, it's coming from somebody who's 20, 23, 24, young. Maybe even a little experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
If somebody talked to me when I was in my 20s, they'd be like, who the fuck? Who does this guy think he is? If Kim was here, every time I mention when I was younger, the first thing she does is, oh my God.
You got the experience.
Yeah.
Like this.
You couldn't tell me shit when I was younger. Nobody could tell me anything. So I get the young mentality. It's time to grow. But I also feel like people in his position, because that gentleman who just read that is 34 years old.
Okay.
I don't want to put both of them, but yeah, that gentleman was 34 years old. So you're at least 10 years older than these people.
Right.
Now I'm also 10 years older than him.
Mm-hmm.
So when I look at that opportunity to educate people about, because as the comment said, body counts, people talking about body counts, things like that.
Okay.
He made it seem as though a man's body count is not relevant.
That's not true.
It's not true. And he made it seem like the only reason why a woman's body count is important is because she allows his belief is that she allows the sexual engagement to happen. It's harder for a man. It's easier for a woman. Now, I've had an old head tell me this. It blew my mind.
Okay.
And it was hilarious because she's right. She said, this is the quote, you can't get more pussy than I can give away because I have a pussy. That was her quote. And she was just talking about how, in cheating situations, men can never win because I can cheat consistently over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
It'll take you a little bit more time than it will me.
Okay.
So when he was explaining that, I get it, but that doesn't equate to his argument about calling women whores and saying men can't be whores. They're whore makers.
You're a whore, sir.
So we're going to bust down the definition. We're going to do some education here in TDS Radio.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
We're going to
put our thinking cap on here, and we're going to talk about whore, the word, as a noun. Okay. Whore is a person who engages in sexual intercourse for pay, i.e., a prostitute.
Oh.
Now, do you know any men who have engaged in sex and received something in return?
On a scale of plenty of things, yeah, absolutely.
So then, by definition, he would be
a whore.
A whore.
All right, whore.
Yeah.
Where little black young at? I need whore.
Yeah, whore. So, sir, you're a whore. And literally in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, it says a male who engages in sexual acts for money. It literally says it in the Merriam-Webster dictionary.
It specifically says a male.
A male who engages in sexual acts for money. That is the Merriam-Webster dictionary. So when you get people who say these things, now, once again, maybe it's there because we want to make sure we identify the fact that women and men can both be whores.
Okay.
This is also not based on body count.
Okay.
It's based on transactional experience.
Exactly.
Meaning the moment you took that PS5 for dropping that thing off.
Okay.
The moment that cell phone bill got paid for.
You're a whore. You've been a whore.
You whored yourself out.
You've been whoring.
You whored yourself out.
Tragic.
The moment that you realize you're living underneath that roof and you really don't want to be with her, but you know that you need that warm space because it's mighty cold outside. You, sir,
became a whore.
Are a whore.
A live at home whore.
Not all by the definition that he gave, not all by the nonsense that he spoke. You, sir, are a whore.
A whore.
Now, there's another piece.
Okay.
Whore also is a promiscuous or immoral woman. So that's how it breaks it down, right?
Okay.
So in order, definition number one, as a noun, meaning I'm calling you a whore. You are a whore. You are a person who engages in sexual intercourse for pay, i.e., prostitute.
A whore.
Or
a
promiscuous or immoral woman. Or a man who engages in sexual acts for money. Whore.
So does it make him a whore maker?
It
makes you a whore.
You're a whore. You're a whore. And here's the thing.
Read the dictionary.
Yeah, here's the thing. We all know men who have tricked for some sex.
Okay.
To receive something for some sex. There's not just sugar daddies. There's also
Sugar mama.
Sugar mamas. So
Cougars.
that means men can actually be
Whores.
whores. Here's what it doesn't necessarily say in here. It does not say how much body count
Makes that person
makes a whore. That's all in our mind. As people, we put that in our mind to make body count matter. Now,
Right.
you can have, I'm not telling anyone out here that you can't have a preference.
Okay.
You can't have it. I'm not saying that.
Right.
But what I am saying is when we look at the definition of whore, there is no amount
Of
bodies
that will make
that
you a
equates whore. It's a personal preference.
Yeah.
So don't shame people for what it is that they may do, because it only takes you one time
to become a whore.
to become a whore. And I'm sure there are men out there that just won't admit it, that you done did some things with a woman that you know good and hell well, if she didn't have the bank account that she had,
You wouldn't be there.
you wouldn't have did it.
You would not have been there.
You wouldn't have did it. Which, i.e.,
makes you a whore.
makes you a whore. Sit with it. Sit with it. Stop all that.
Whore.
And men built the infrastructure, and man is stronger, and man is this. Marrying
Shut up, whore.
you whore.
You
You shut your whore mouth.
Shut your whore mouth.
Shut your whore mouth.
Ugh.
It only takes one time.
One time.
As long as there was some form of contractual transaction back and forth, you're a whore.
It ain't tricking if you ain't.
It ain't tricking if you ain't got it. And with that being said, majority of us probably have done some whorish things. You whore. So save all that bullshit. And if you're going to educate these women. If you're going to bring younger women on and you want to, use your platform to educate and uplift, do it in a way that can still be positive.
Do your research.
Yeah, let's not strike
Do
people.
your research.
Let's not strike people down because they are promiscuous.
Right.
Because it says promiscuous or immoral woman. So those two go hand in hand.
Right.
But it also does not tell you for promiscuous what that amount is. That is still subjective.
Right.
What is the amount of a promiscuous woman? Some people it may be 10. Somebody might say 15. Another person may say 20. There is no specific number.
Nope.
So the best thing is not to judge, because you, sir, the definition right underneath that, you, sir, have done something for a couple dollars.
Fuck, you did a little strange for a piece of change.
You trying? Okay, here's the thing. I know you've slept with somebody for some Jordans. I know you've done it. I know men who have done it. The new J's are out. You ain't got it, but you know she got it. You make that phone call. You go over there. You do a little something, and then next thing you know, poof, Jordans. You stop talking to her, sir. You hoard yourself out. That by definition.
That is definition.
By definition,
he's hoarded himself out.
You hoard yourself out.
Jordans.
Your phone. You hit your phone when you were younger, and it says boo-doo-doo. We're sorry. You went and found her, told her
what you needed.
And you know when men are the biggest whores?
When they in jail.
And tax time.
Oh, Lord.
How many men sit in Walmart hugging women that they really don't find attractive? They go find somebody low, sleep with them, try to flip their taxes, and go buy a Hellcat. What? Come on, man. We seen this shit. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. We got a big ass plank in our eye too. We can't sit there and look and judge and act like we ain't got some things going on too.
Yeah.
It's a cultural thing when we sit down and start talking about body counts, right? It's a cultural thing of what matters and what doesn't matter.
Right.
I'm not going to judge somebody for their actions, but I can choose not to be with a person because of their actions.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I'm not going to be like, oh man, she's a hoe. She done had 40 bodies. I could just say, nah, that's a little bit too much for me. And they're going to say, why? Well, because I'm not matching that. You get what I'm saying? So then if I don't match what you have, then I have the ability to be like, nah, it's a matter of preference.
Right.
But I don't have to judge you for that.
Right. You're not a whore. But
Yeah.
Absolutely.
People drink from the bottom shelf in the alcohol in the liquor store. I don't judge them. It's just that's not my cup of tea.
Right.
Because I know what it does to me. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So, fellas, can we please stop judging or putting our judgmental mindset on women based upon what it is personally in our mind, and then try to cast that wide net that all women are this because you feel that way?
Yeah, let's stop that. Is that on the list?
That's on the list of top 5 things that Black people need to stop doing.
Yeah,
put it on the list.
We're gonna put it on the list.
Put it on the damn list. Stop judging and having these conversations with women, and then also stop talking to young. Let an older woman be on these podcasts with you, or at least somebody your age.
Okay, because everybody's at different learning stages.
Yeah.
And that's what we have to realize. They're not there
Mhm.
to at least offend differently.
Yes.
So yeah, no.
So if he told you, oh, say you're sitting on that couch because you're going to be 30 pretty soon. He's 34. And he sat there and said, your body count makes you a whore. What would you have said?
Your body count makes you a whore.
Men can't be whores.
That's not true. That's not true, because apparently all you got to do is sell yourself for something that you want. So what did you get done?
Yeah, I love it. I love that. It's just simply you have to have some type of ace. What was it? Deuce Bigelow, male gigolo.
Yeah. At this point, absolutely.
That's what you are.
Hey, I'm the gigolo.
You sold yourself. Okay, so let's move on. Men can be whores.
Men can be.
By definition. If you don't want to go Merriam and Webster, when I edit this, I'll put the definition up on the screen so people can see it. Men can be whores. All right, moving on. Found another one. This dude talked about his name is T Grizzly. T Grizzly.
Yep.
T Grizzly. All right. I really don't know him. He's 28.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow he made it on the Breakfast Club.
Okay.
And I guess his music is good. Is his music good?
I really enjoy his music.
Okay.
Like when I'm in my ratchet zone and I'm thugging, like
Yeah.
when I'm really in my thug zone,
Okay.
like he coming on.
All right.
Absolutely.
So he shared a very peculiar view about the one.
Okay.
Like when you say, I found the one. Right. He has a very peculiar view. So what we're going to do is and he's married. He's married.
I didn't know
or
he
he's
was married.
engaged.
Okay.
But we'll let him tell you about his peculiar view about the one, and then I'll debunk that too. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
All right.
Now you got married pretty young. Most people say that's pretty young, especially in this industry. 28 years old. How did you know she was the one?
Yeah, so it's no such thing as somebody being the one. You know,
shit. You about to start some shit on social media with that one?
No, listen though. It's no such thing as somebody being the one, man. This takes effort. It got to be something you want to do. You got to be the one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be the one that want to do it, because they don't propose. You do.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? This got to be something you want. This got to be something you want to do. This got to be something that you're willing to stick with no matter what. And it's got to be something you make a choice to put effort into. You feel me?
I agree with that.
Right.
I agree with that, but she still got to be special enough for you to say, this is who I want to spend the rest of my life with.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. I mean, everybody's special.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? There's nobody out here that's not special in their own way. You know, with her.
That's what you used to tell hoes?
Huh?
That's what you used to tell hoes?
I don't know about no. I ain't never had none.
Good answer. Good answer to you.
I ain't never had none.
But I like your take on that though. Like you got to be the one. You got to, because a lot of men always put it on a woman. It's
Yeah.
like, she was the one and she wasn't it. But you're talking about the other side of it,
Yeah.
which I appreciate that. 'Cause
No,
we
for
don't
sure.
we don't hear that
Yeah.
ever. So.
No, for sure. You got to want it. You got to want it, definitely.
When did you realize? What made you want to do it at that particular moment, in that particular time?
So this always been a dream of mine. I always knew I was gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? Because the household I grew up in was a lot of dysfunction.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I knew that's not what I wanted. I know I wanted to have a 2-parent household because that's what I wish I had.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So I will applaud the brother because he did have he was able to say he wanted a 2-parent household.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll give you that. And you sought it out and you got it. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's where we have a problem. The one. Charlamagne said, quote, you know, to propose to her, she has to be the one.
Right.
Now, what do you think about his response? Oh, tell me what you think about his response about the one.
It sounds like a bunch of ego.
Bunch of bullshit.
Ego.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Like, sir, you put this money on her finger.
On her finger.
For a reason. And then you expect her to hold to that standard once you put that ring on her finger.
Absolutely.
So don't say no, the one. Maybe you might say something else. I don't know. But it sounded like ego to me.
So now here's what, you're right. Here's how I feel. I feel like, you know, there is the one. I feel that the reason why people have that emotional tag of I ain't gonna say emotional tag. The reason why I feel like people stand on their ground of saying, well, I'm just as important too, is because in the process of engagement and all that stuff, it is highly in favor of the woman.
Mm-hmm.
From the engagement to planning the wedding to blah, 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 blah. So most men want to be able to say, God damn it, I matter too.
Right.
But for you to get down on that knee, if you got down on your knee, because some people can't get on the knee.
Okay.
If you got down on that knee, as Charlamagne is trying to once again school a younger guy, he is 28 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying, but she has to be the one for you to do that. You know how many people? There's 8 billion people in this world. And you chose her. Only to say, well, we're all special. Yeah, nigga, we know that.
Yeah.
But you chose her
to be your wife.
To be your wife forever. And 9 times out of 10, I don't know how he got married, but I'm sure there was some form of vows. And let's just say he's a Christian. Don't know if he is, but let's say he is, for example. So if there's any other Christians that may be thinking about this.
Okay.
Once again, let's just go to the definition.
Okay.
When you find a wife,
you find a good thing.
Biblically, it says, I'm gonna try to say it in my best church voice.
Your preacher voice. Get your preacher voice on.
He who finds a wife.
Oh, right now.
What is good receives favor from the Lord.
Preach, preacher. Won't he do it?
He who finds a wife,
all right,
finds what is good,
okay,
and receives favor from the Lord. Now, at no point did it say everyone is special. At no point did it say anything about him. It said you receive favor from the Lord because you have found what is good.
He didn't read our scripture.
Clearly, you missed the point of finding the one, right?
Yes.
So then it goes on to explain that it more. It says God's favor is in finding a good wife. She is to be treasured and receive gifts. She is to be treasured and received as a gift from God. She is to be treasured and received as a gift from God. So it doesn't sound like this is casual.
No.
So that's where I'm saying, like, for Charlamagne, we as young, as older guys in the game have to say, well, no,
right.
She's the one, bruh. You can't take that away from her.
Right.
Because this technically by rule is your gift
from God.
And if we just took just a little bit of time to be intentional about who we select to be with versus running through relationships in and out. We just took the time to realize that sometimes the feelings that we had aren't love. We just really enjoy this person and we don't have the words to define it. So we just tag it as love. Then you'll realize that, yep, when you find the one,
you
know she's the one. Everybody else don't matter.
That part. Like who?
Right. And so once again, for the young bucks that don't want to understand it, depending on what you believe in, let's just say the Bible is a textbook, like a book. We won't even say it's like a spiritual, it's just a textbook.
Okay.
In this book, it says, well, he who finds a wife finds what is good and receives favor from God. God's favor in finding a good wife. She is to be treasured and received because she's a gift from God. Very intentional.
Very 100% intentional.
No gray
There was
areas.
no
And then it
skip on
didn't
that.
say and then you. And it didn't say and you're special.
And then you're special.
Yeah, and you're special too. What is this, fellas? What is this? As men, what gratification do we want to hear so that we can stop comparing and competing with our women? Why can't our women be everything that is said here, but we also,
have that same gratification.
Yeah, man. What is the problem?
I don't know. That's something that's probably a little bit more deeper, like that's something a little bit deeper, definitely between couples though. I honestly believe that, because at some point it becomes okay, well, I understand that you respect me, but I don't feel gratified when it comes to X, Y, and Z.
Right.
And that's the conversation that will have to be had in that relationship. But until people are comfortable to do so, I don't think.
Why? Here's a question I have.
Okay.
And I can't answer it. I don't think you can answer it. You can answer it. You guys can answer it.
And so we got a comment.
Oh, okay. Hold on. We got a comment. Let's read it. I think guys like that are also worried trying to look cool with the homeboys, and it's mad annoying. True. Because during this interview, he was never comfortable, but he might not be a great public speaker. He might be a great performer, which there's a little bit of a difference, but I was getting from him like, dude, you're not comfortable in what you're saying.
Right.
My question is, what do we get from trying to steal the shine from our women? There's nothing more beautiful to me than seeing a woman who can work a room.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have to be the person that comes into the room like, yeah, she with me.
Right.
The respect is how she carries herself amongst that room.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I don't understand why guys have an issue with that. Her being with you is already like,
flex.
Damn, who's she with?
Right.
And you just sitting there chilling. There is nothing better to me, fellas. There's nothing better to me than going to Walmart or Target. And, I always slightly walk a little behind my fiance.
Uh-huh.
And the reason why is because if something comes from behind us, I'd rather it hit me than her.
Right.
That's just in my mind. I can see things.
Right.
Whereas
You
if
can
we're
pick
walking
up
side by
scenery.
side, we can both get snuffed because we're side by side. So I got a pretty wide back. So I'll kind of usually walk a little bit behind her. She's you walk slow. No, it's just in case some shit jump off. I got the backside. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't understand why guys look at it like, here's what I like. I like when I see guys look at my lady and then I catch their eye looking at her.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm the nigga behind like,
That's me.
that's me.
That's
Yeah,
me.
yeah. And then they try to hurry up and cut their eyes like, Why would I want to steal her shine and be the one pushing the cart and have her behind me?
Right.
What does that do for me?
I don't know.
What does that do for men? Like,
I don't know. I can't answer that.
and then it just frustrates me when I see that. That's why I saw in my just scrolling, I had to put that in there. It frustrates me because men being men is something that's like our thing is unspoken.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned to enjoy becoming older and realizing like the old heads that only talk when they needed to. And you be like, why is this dude always quiet? Because I don't have to talk.
Right.
You sitting in my house. You eating my food.
Okay.
You drinking my liquor. You enjoying my porch. I ain't got to say shit. This is mine. You see what I'm saying?
Besides, go home when I want you to.
Get out. Only thing I got to say is the party is over.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Or when guys go out and they may pay for a drink, or if, he's with his lady and lady brought a friend, you pay for the drink. You don't expose that you paying for the drink. You just handle the tab, keep it pushing. When did it become the thing to expose the bullshit? Where is the I don't want to do what you do. Oh,
Right.
I don't want to do what a woman does. Men, why do y'all want to do that? Y'all want to carry purses and all that other
They want to
stuff.
do it all.
Y'all want y'all pants to be tight just like women.
They part of the girls.
Girl. G-U-R-L. Where are the fellas? We got to stand up. Like, at some point, we have to educate these younger brothers, because knowledge like that, if you don't like go age check, fact check them,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
people will be like, yeah, that's how men think. No. He's 28.
Something, yeah.
He's 34. They're in the same bracket. They're within 10 years of each other.
Yeah.
And the shit that they're talking is crazy.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So clearly there was some mismanagement of mentorship in between there, because they feel like men can't be whores. And the woman that I select to marry isn't the one, because I'm the one, because we're all special. Get the fuck out of here. So we got the tragic. This one, hopefully when I cut this one up, this goes viral, and you men out there who have emotional issues and ego problems can try to drag me if you want to. But I promise you, if you check my social media and see my woman, you'll be like, oh, you probably want to shut up. Because I have a woman who I do not have to worry about, which is great. And then I also have a woman who owns her own business, who's a mom, but also I don't have to cast the shadow of I'm still the man, because she gives me the respect that I deserve because of my performance. We do not have to announce the fact that I'm the man, nigga. Bruh. My performance, and I'm not talking sexual.
Right.
I'm talking about showing up, making changes, doing the things that she asks, listening to her, being present, there's a laundry list of things that we men have to do that oftentimes we're not going to get credit for. But you know who you get validation from? Other brothers who know.
Right.
Stop looking for validation from women to validate you, saying he's a man.
Okay.
Why do I want that validation? What are we talking about? Let women be women. Let them enjoy it. Being women. Y'all are in their lane. Get out of it.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Mo. And if you ever get a nigga that's in your lane, just tell him to talk to me.
He won't even get that far. I'm like, sis, you gotta go.
Stay out of their lane.
Sis, you gotta go.
Yeah. Come on, man. And buy pants that fit for men. So coming up next. Oh, we got a comment. Oh, did we? Or did I just come off the comment?
Well, maybe you just came
It's
off.
the same one. I can't see, y'all. I gotta fix that
It's
shit.
okay.
I can't see. That's a problem. I can't see the screen. So when we come back, we got the messy letter. Thank y'all for handling or staying with me while we did just scrolling. That was my event. And then before we get out of here, we'll have a little testimonial about our week, some good things that went good, or maybe God showed up. We'll be right back. TDS Radio, our voice, our culture. What's up? It's your man, Coach Block, one half of TDS Radio, and you are back. And it's time to do. There we go. Oh, I was about to say, get in the shot. Oh,
I knew you was going to say it. So I was
act
like, wait a
we
minute.
like
Let me
each
come
other.
correct. Let me come correct.
For editing purposes. Oh, I need you to. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Hey man, it's a live show. Sometimes things happen. Sometimes happens. But here we go. To my right, your left on the screen, we have you tell us who you are. I like for people to introduce themselves.
Hello everyone, this is Xavier Spencer. I'm with I'm sure you see my mom every Wednesdays on TBS Radio. She does the healing consultant. And like I said, I'm here to support my mom and I'm here to support TBS Radio.
All right, let's roll. So here we go. We have a messy letter.
Oh Lord, Coach.
There's punctuation in this one, guys. So it shouldn't be as bad. Okay. All right.
Okay.
It starts off good and funny. All right. Because somebody is in somebody's business that they should not be in.
Of course.
Ready?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Let's roll. My friend let this guy move in with her. She was seeing for a while. She asked him and his son. Already messing up. See? Hey, man, here's what I need y'all to do.
You got to pause, man.
Here's what I need y'all to do. When y'all write these things, proofread it. Because I got to fix your mistake. It makes me sound like I can't read. I swear to God, I can read. I went to college. I can read. I am a teacher.
No child left behind program.
Sheesh, I was on the little bus. Say no, I'm just playing. That's not nice. Don't cancel me because I said that. Jesus. All right, so we'll start this again. My friend let this guy move in with her. She was seeing for a while. He asked if him and his son could live in her home for 2 weeks, which ended up being a year and a half. He didn't have a job, car, or money. All he had was a food stamp card. He was good looking, charming, great cook, and very smart. She said the sex was off the chain. Oh, well, there we go. She said the sex was off the chain is what I think she was so blinded by. She really liked him, and he told her many times how he was going to make it big in the entertainment industry and selling buildings as the middleman for owners, and with that money, he would be able to help her. He never did help her, though. He was a ladies' man, and he didn't respect her by him being that. He said that they were together, but there was no label on it. When she told me that I told her to get rid of him quick as possible, he is a user and is only out for himself. She spoke with his ex-wife. Wow. She spoke with his ex-wife due to a situation, and she advised her on all kinds of things about him that were shocking, and told my friend that you would. Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to paraphrase because
Go ahead, Coach. Go
she's
ahead,
not.
go ahead.
This is.
I was
this is
just
text.
getting emotion of
Okay,
everything that was going on. So
y'all, if y'all knew how hard it. So you know what? I'm laughing because I used to talk shit on the Steve Harvey when Sherry Strawberry would do this. I'd be like, why is she like that?
You call her Strawberry?
Yeah. I'm like, no, it's Strawberry on Steve Harvey's show. It's the Strawberry, Sherry Strawberry.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What I
So,
was saying,
I used to clown her all the time because I'm like, why does she read like that? We don't know how to properly write these letters because we're writing them in emotion the way we talk versus how somebody should read it and be able to digest it from text. So that's why I'm like, this don't make sense as I'm reading it. So please don't. So and on points that I'm like, okay, I know what she's trying to say. I'm trying to read ahead and shit so I can make it sound good for y'all.
Grammarly people use it, please.
This grammar is terrible in here. So let me go back and rewind.
Okay.
She really liked him and told her many times how he was going to make it big in the entertainment industry and selling buildings as the middleman for owners. And with that money, he would be able to help her. He never did help her. He was a ladies' man and didn't respect her by any shape of the imagination. He said that they were together, but with no label. When she told me that, I told her to get rid of him quick. He is a user and is only out for self. She spoke with his ex-wife due to a situation, and she advised her on all kinds of things about him that were shocking, and told my friend, why would you want a man like that who will never own his home? Better yet, nothing. My friend didn't see it. She was in love with him and supported him. Damn, I told her, please let him go. It ended ugly by her having to throw him out because he was sleeping with too many women she was discovering. Now she is brokenhearted because she was in love with him and really wanted it to work and for him to get his shit together. I told her to let it go. He is a complete loser. Any suggestions on things I could tell her to help her move on? All right, I made it through. Jesus Christ, that was tough. All right, I made it. That's why I let Kim read these things.
I'm gonna let the young lady go first.
At any given point in time, if you would like me to recant it, now that we've read it, I can probably go through this again quickly.
Okay.
Because it was a lot. There was a lot in there.
It was, and there was some things that I'm still digesting. First of all, the fact that Shorty had a conversation with his ex-wife.
Yes.
Red flag.
Right.
Number one, because I mean, she may have been, looking out for you with great intention. However, if you feel like you had to go to that man's past to try to figure him out.
What are we talking? Yeah. What are we
talking for?
What are we talking? What are we doing?
Why would I even give you the playbook? I'm not to even be selfish, but to be honest, why would I even give you the playbook about this nigga when at this point this is safe for you to walk away?
So, I'm holding mine. I'm reserved on this because I know the line that caused all this problem. But go ahead.
I'm just still chewing on that part. There's so much to break down, but we're
gonna break it down. We got some time. We got some time, so we're gonna break it down.
For me, it's just a simple. You were digmatized.
Yeah.
You said the sex was great, so you didn't even. All you cared about was the sex.
Great is an understatement.
Oh,
she said the sex was off the chain.
Oh, off the chain. So that means he had you in whips and chains and handcuffs.
Yeah.
Just saying now.
Yeah.
So he brought out that other side of you.
Yeah.
So you, like I said, you were digmatized and you didn't realize that, it's when first hearing that talking about he was gonna buy some house or buy some property or something like that, or make it big in the industry.
Yeah.
It sounded like some dope boy dreams. Everybody wanted him.
He was selling some dope boy magic. Absolutely.
It's like, baby, once my rap career goes off, baby, we gonna make it big. I'm gonna flip some property.
Income tax conversations.
Yeah, there you go. Look, I hope she didn't
tax return conversations.
Yeah, look, I hope she didn't give them tax money.
Yeah, how many kids you claiming? Because she said, you know what? She didn't mention that she had children. He does though.
Oh,
yeah,
but he ain't working though.
She said he asked if him and his son could live in her home for 2 weeks, which ended up being a year and a half. Now here's the question: how you in these streets with your son with no job?
I mean, what does that teach?
Because he living with her. He whoring.
Yeah.
But the ex-wife, is that the kid with the ex-wife?
He gotta be. Yeah, at some point, he gotta be with the ex-wife. Or is it the ex-wife's?
That's what I'm saying. Like, is that the ex-wife's child?
That's a good point.
May not be.
What type of hating shit is she on? If anything, you want to make sure your son got a roof.
I don't. It may not
She
be.
talking about
her baby.
get rid of him.
Come on now.
Now the kid's in the street. You know what? so now here's what I'm gonna give y'all. Here's what I'm gonna give y'all, and it's gonna start crazy. So bear with me. Number one is friend.
Yeah, clear the throat, coach.
Mind your black ass business. Here's why. The moment she said the sex was off the chain, he is providing a service, also known as whoredom. Ma'am, there's nothing you can say as a friend that's going to change her goddamn mind.
She like her whore.
She likes her whore.
Leave it alone.
This is a perfect letter for what we were talking about earlier. This man is the definition for the dude who said there can't be men can't be whores. That ain't true.
Male gigolos.
Here we go. This man is clearly a whore.
Yeah.
He was providing a service.
Yeah.
We got a comment.
We have a comment. Okay, let's see.
What's going on?
I don't think it's her.
I don't think it's her kid, but still, as a parent, I would keep his son in a stable home.
The ex-wife is definitely that is not the mother of that child.
Yeah, because why would you hate on your kid, making sure like that's her problem now?
Okay,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
number one, as a mother, even if I did divorce the father of my child, there's no way I will let my child live with somebody
In this
else.
type of situation.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
So yeah, we're there. So like this is where I'm like, okay, once I read and she said the sex was off the chain. As a friend, there's nothing that you're going to be able. There's nothing. There's no, because they have a level of commitment and intimacy in that bedroom that you, ma'am, are not providing. I'm not going to say can't because I don't know y'all lifestyle, but I will say you are not providing. So now everything below this letter is just basically how you feel about the situation because you're in her business. If she has a dude who's selling her dreams and giving her peen, what is the problem? You mind your business. I don't see that he's abusing her anywhere. He's just a nigga on the couch.
He's definitely thank you.
He's a nigga on the couch. Now here's what she knew, that he was that.
Oh, can I go down the rabbit hole?
Let's dig it.
Please.
What if she low-key jealous?
That's my point. So like, here's the thing. You emphasize the timeline. That hurt you. But this woman wakes up every day in that life.
And be fine with it. Like
she might, in her mind, she might be just as happy with her peen on the couch. It doesn't say, you added all the extra stuff.
She might want to be off the chain too. That's
it doesn't say anywhere in here where she complained to her. Like, you know how, like, if you're writing that letter, you was like, and she's telling me this and da. I'm reading the letter over and over again. It never said she complained to me.
But the question is that she said that in the letter that he had cheated on her with, I think, multiple people or multiple women.
It was said that he was cheating with multiple women.
So it was said.
Yeah, like
so
I'm looking for it now.
So
yeah,
it's not even confirmed then.
It's not confirmed. Like,
who said it?
The ex-wife.
Oh,
because the ex-wife was saying, like, why would you want to be with a person that does XYZ?
They practicing scripts with us. Let me tell you something. Because first of all, okay, who else is the ex-wife and the friend actually having conversations?
They having
at
conversations?
This point? Because it sounds weird.
It
sounds
does.
weird as I don't know what, because at one point you low-key sound a little bit envious, maybe jealous. You might want to be off the chain like she is and happy and bliss and will be perfectly fine with that broke ass nigga on your couch with just food stamps and a baby that's in your house that's not yours. Like, come on now.
So let's read it. Let's read this piece again and dissect the hatred from her friend.
Okay.
She spoke with her ex-dude. Or she spoke with the ex-wife due to a situation. She advised her on all kinds of things about him that were shocking and told my friend, why would you want a man that would never own his own home? Better yet, nothing at all. My friend didn't see it. She was in love with him and supported him. Bang! Why are y'all in her business? Listen to what you're saying about this woman and this man. She was in love and supported him. Y'all are confused about their relationship. That is their relationship.
And she gave him. She gave him
One more
money,
time,
yeah.
you guys ready?
Their relationship.
Mind your business.
Why are
bitch.
you? Why?
I mean, she gave him money, so it wasn't like he tried to rob or he tried to do whatever.
Yo,
she willingly supported
he's
his dreams.
providing a service.
Yeah,
he's whoring.
He is whoring himself for a roof.
You give her good dick, she gives you money. It
Right.
supports your dreams.
Yeah.
What I really don't understand is why is the wife and the friend trying to feed this information to this girl that clearly does not care?
So here's where the problems come in. Damn, literally she said it. Damn, I told her, please let him go. It ended ugly by her having to throw him out because he was sleeping with too many women she was discovering. Here's my question. Who started the investigation?
Her friend put the shit in
The
her
friend
head.
put it in and the ex-wife.
That part.
Because my man might have been playing the game crystal clean.
Oh yeah, he was.
And now you're gonna mess up her. Now, then you're gonna ask any suggestions on things I could tell her to help her move on.
No.
Yeah, get rid of you as a friend because you
That
don't
part.
mind your damn business.
Not only that, you want that nigga.
Yeah.
That's another
Oh,
reason
for sure.
why
For sure.
you was so fucking hard about this
Why
shit.
are you so pressed? Why are you so pressed? I get if she was being abused, like if he said, yo, and she hit my friend, or my friend's crying every day.
Right.
She said she's in love with him
She's
and
in
is
love.
blind and can't see it.
Love is blind.
But see, here's the bigger question though. When they found out about those women, was this before? Because the friend could have came up to her and was like, "Look, sowed the seed and be like, look, I heard about your man.
Of course, the friend is the seed sower.
And the man was like, if you're gonna accuse me for doing this, I might as well just go ahead and do it. So, did you find out about those men? Sorry, with those women previously, beforehand, or was he doing it beforehand, or was he doing it in the middle? That's the thing.
We have we have a book.
Oh wow, Jesus!
Now I can't read all this shit. Now I got to be able to
got my
see this. Hold
bifocals
on. Let me blow this up. Okay, devil's advocate. You read it. Oh, I can't see it all.
I bet her friend is complaining to her over and over about this guy, and I bet she's asking her friend for help. The person writing the letter probably cares too much. The females want her friend to be all in their relationship, but when they stay with the dude, now they mad at the friend for being upset that they stayed.
Mm-hmm.
So I put blame on the woman in the relationship too. I absolutely do, because
Stop telling people your shit.
Stop telling people your business. But like, she never told the friend that she wanted to leave the situation. She wanted a better understanding to how to deal with her man,
Which I think is hilarious, because besides her saying it ended ugly because he was sleeping with other women, it doesn't sound like he did anything specific to her. You get what I'm saying? So when you say it ended ugly, right? Maybe this man is fighting like, I ain't doing what y'all say I'm doing. Or,
but if you're gonna,
why don't your friend mind her damn business?
I agree with you. Like, I agree
You know
with
what I'm
you.
saying?
You're accusing me of doing something. So if you're gonna basically accuse me, then fuck
It could have been fights and arguments based solely upon the fact that
her nosy ass friend.
your nosy ass friend won't shut her damn mouth.
Your nosy ass friend wants your man.
Oh, for sure. Especially when
She want him laying on that once you hear that blowing backs out,
Yeah, back shots. Back shots going off.
she wanted a sample.
You got back shots going
And
off.
maybe her friend should have just told the truth. I want a sample.
What is that?
Nowadays,
And my man.
yeah.
That's exactly what she said.
That's exactly what she said.
Shit, because that's
That's my nigga right there.
hold on. Oh, what she say? How she say it again? That's
my man.
I put up with that shit.
I'm gonna stick beside him.
I'm gonna stick beside him.
I'm gonna stick beside him.
Ain't nothing. And you know what? As much as we laughing and joking, the biggest part about this letter that I do see is at some point, this woman was happy with this man.
Absolutely.
Others on the outside
Are not happy about it.
place their opinions inside.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And usually I'm one to be like, you know what? She needs to get out of this situation. But when you're waking up into this situation day after day after day for a year and a half, you know what you're waking up into.
Oh, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's not like this is just like this is spontaneous. This just came out of the clear blue sky.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. You knew what it was when he asked, because as fellas out here, they know when you asked her to move in, you knew the perfect timing to ask.
Oh yeah. When you hit that spot.
You knew from that engagement that okay, now I'm gonna drop it on her.
Don't that remind you of the baby boy scene? He's like, you gonna make me some tacos?
Yeah, right.
You gonna cook it
you
clean?
gonna cook. I'm a cook. I'm a clean.
I'll make you some tacos.
He knew what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing.
This was orchestrated.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now here come this hating ass lonely bird from the side.
Messing up your game.
Messing up my shit.
And his ex-wife. So you
And
got
the
two
ex-wife.
lonely birds.
Two bitter motherfuckers talking about
You got two lonely
You
birds.
got two lonely birds
Hating
hating on you. And she was cool. And I'm sure, I'm willing to bet the friend had the connection to the ex-wife somehow, some way. Because how did Girlie come up with the ex-wife? Somehow, some way, you planted it of you need to call the ex-wife
and see what
and see what's going on.
You already know they ain't his baby
She
mama.
went full FBI
Why
mode.
his baby mama? Friend, you was a hater and you ain't a friend.
Hating.
Look, she went full FBI mode on there.
She did, man. It was terrible.
Too hard.
It was too hard.
Too hard.
Because and so then now the flip side is okay, do we want to see this young lady in a bad situation? Absolutely not.
No.
But there is nothing here
She
that's
was
telling
happy.
me that she can't control this situation here. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
If it's out of her control, then it's like, okay, then I got to step in as a friend. But
Mhm.
everything in this situation, she can control because eventually she did do it, right? She threw him out.
She threw him out.
But I think she threw him out because, of course, things are going to get ugly when you're accusing her man of cheating. Ex-wives are now involved, and clearly there's a kid somewhere, right?
Somewhere.
There's a kid somewhere. So somebody, somehow, this is why things.
So wait, did the ex wife talk to the letter writer, or it's the friend?
So
It's
the
friend.
yeah,
It's
so
the
the
friend.
ex-wife somehow had to talk to the friend. Well, it says that the ex-wife talked to the letter writer. The ex-wife talked to the letter writer and told her things that were unfavoring about this brother.
Yeah, no, I
But
don't
why
like it.
where does that come from? Like, that would blow my mind if I went home right now and somebody said, or my fiance said to me, yeah, I talked to your ex-wife. Why? What prompted the call?
What?
Like,
No, better yet, that's like her friend saying, "Yeah, I talked to your man's ex-wife," because that's pretty much what happened. Like, why?
Why?
Like, no, friend, the letter writer, don't do this again.
Please don't, because you're gonna end up in a bad
Your
situation.
your
You really
suggestion
are.
is
Yeah.
any suggestions on things I could tell her to help her move on. You need to mind your
fucking
business.
She's happy.
And here's what makes you know she did it, and she's the culprit.
Go ahead, Coach. Let it
This shit is
Let
gonna
it
blow
go.
y'all mind, man.
I'm ready.
This shit is
I'm
so
ready.
deep. It's so deep.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I wish we had like something to hit while we talked about. While I bring this
Oh,
point up,
don't-
you know why this? You know why you
don't
know?
tempt
You know why she's the one? I'm gonna tell you why you know she's the one.
How she's the one?
Please.
She wrote the fucking letter.
Woo! I hear you.
Why did you write a letter about your friend? Yeah, exactly. What? Hit it again.
Please.
What did you write? You still in her business. You wrote a fucking letter about her business on a social media group to tell about your friend being hurt as if she wanted her. Did she ask you to write this letter?
No.
You just won't
most likely
fucking
did.
stop.
Just
Because
You just
literally-
won't stop.
It's either if I was the person that she wrote the letter about, I'd be more mad at her. Because why are you telling my business to the streets?
You still, you're
you
still
telling the
doing it.
streets.
You won't stop.
Won't.
And then got the streets
Can't
laughing at
stop,
me.
won't stop.
We're sitting here like, well, because this, that.
No.
How do we even know that this chick is going through this?
Yeah, because of you.
Because you're telling her story.
I'm telling you, that girl, it has some sort of, there's something else beside that. It's whether she has some other vendetta towards that friend or she wants something with that guy. Like, why would you tell that? Why would you go that deep?
Right.
She want the dick. That's why. I think she want the dick.
Because you know what? Why did you even have to put that in the letter?
Yeah. Why would you? That's too
That's
much.
once again, you're still
that's
telling
too
her
much.
business.
Yeah.
You had to say, she said the sex was off the chain. I think that's what blinded her.
That was very specific.
That's not your business.
Why aren't you really telling what you've done when it came to this whole entire situation? That's why I don't trust it. Ma'am, mind your business. If I were you, I would go ahead and create space between you and no girl, because after that, I cannot say that life is going to be safe for you playing with the girl that you playing with like that. That's not cool. And you call her your friend.
So here's where, like in the beginning of the letter, she really liked him. In the middle of the letter, she really liked him and was falling for it. By the end of the letter, she really loved him. Now here's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You see that she shares these emotions for this guy.
Mm-hmm.
There are multiple ways things can be handled in reference to his behavior, if that is the case, besides drawing drama out of the relationship. Because it didn't say that you said, I went to talk to him because I knew how my friend felt about him.
Mm-hmm.
You could have did that.
Yeah.
Like, look, I know you on the bullshit, but my friend really
enjoy
likes you.
see,
like,
and
check your shit.
And that would have
Like,
been a good friend.
That's
That would have been
it's a good friend, because I'm not going to ruin my friend's happiness because right now she's happy. Now you're trying to figure out, because you know you fucked up. So you wrote a letter asking us, how do I help her? Bitch, I don't know. You wrote the letter. That's your friend.
I can't help you, Shotty.
You shouldn't have did it. Like,
you shouldn't
have did it. Now you broke up her relationship. She's unhappy. And now you feel bad.
It's like she gave unsolicited advice, or she's trying to give unsolicited advice. Like if the friend, I'm sorry, if the girl would have came to you and said, "Hey, look, I need you to be honest with me. Is my man cheating?" Then she opened up that door.
Right.
Then you can cross that threshold.
Right.
But
I'm so sorry.
Oh no, you're good. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I do this at work. This shit's so sad. I'm so sorry.
Go ahead.
But it's like, okay, when you say that, you already planted that seed that something was
There's doubt.
already wrong.
No, I agree. I agree with
and
you on
that's
that
what
one.
I don't like about it. Because
Right.
why are you sowing that seed if there's not other intentions behind it?
Well, let's play devil's advocate real quick. Maybe if we erased, maybe she wasn't as jealous. Maybe if she was being a concerned friend. Would you want a friend, even though I'm sure you got friends, but I'm sure it's like, would you want your friend to tell you, like, look, I've heard some things about your man. They're not so great. Now I'm not gonna, go into full details about that, but I'm just letting you know in these streets they're talking. And as your friend, I'm not gonna have you out here looking stupid with him. Now I'm gonna let you confront him. And whatever he tells you, that's, if you choose to believe it, that's on you. But I'm just gonna be as a good friend, straight up and honest, like, hey, look, your man is moving a little shifty. I've heard from multiple sources of women saying that, look,
Don't do that.
He done some stuff, but I'm just gonna tell you. Would you be okay with your girlfriend telling you that?
I will be reasonable with hearing it from a friend.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, at that time, that is different from thinking back over what it really is. So I might be like, okay, girl, all right, okay. And then, start sneaking around as far as trying to figure out what it is and what may have been done or whatever. At the end of the day, what my friend does after she gives me that information and I'm cool with it, leave it alone.
Yeah,
exactly.
like that.
I agree with you on that one, 100%. If once I tell you that information, you do with it what you want, and if whatever between you and your man happens, it's what it is. But as a friend, I'm just here to make sure that you don't look crazy in the streets, because I would want you to do the same for me. If you heard that, my fiance, or for a woman, assuming for a man, if my woman was out here messing up and just acting crazy, I would want you to tell me. Let me handle the situation and how I choose to. Now, you may not like my decision as a friend,
exactly,
if I choose to stay with them or if I choose not to stay with them, but at least you were there to support and to let me know so that I don't look crazy in these streets.
Absolutely.
That and see, I'm gonna flip the coin on that.
Okay. Go right ahead.
The moment that you enter into your friendships relationship in that manner, you are also now risking your personal friendship with your friend.
You are.
That is true.
Because if anything you say comes back sketchy, shaky, or untrue, now your friend's gonna side eye you and drive even closer to the culprit, right?
But see, as a friend, you should definitely, before you even present that information, you double, triple check. Have your facts together. It's like journalism. You know, the problem with today is that we don't want to triple check. We just want to go off the first thing that we see, and sometimes the first thing what we see may not be what it is. So I would say triple, double, quadruple your facts before you go to that friend and say, "Hey, look, I heard some shady stuff about your man." And
now here's the thing. Now I'm trying to tell you, especially when you're dealing with emotions. All right, because the thing that is when I would enter that information in is when I seen her not be herself anymore. Because if I notice she's moving her day-to-day functions, and now here I come injecting this information, and then now, as you can see, it was hard, it was ugly. Now all this shit happened because I opened my mouth. It might be better for me to go to the person who, when I get the fact straight, to the person who is doing it.
Ooh, okay.
And the reason why is because my friend is in bliss. Stripping her from that is going to be tough.
Yeah.
And it's going to take convincing. You get what I'm saying? So then now, like you said, I got to be Perry Mason. And in the back of her mind or his mind, because even if you're doing to a brother, it's going to come a point where they're going to say, how you know so much of my goddamn business? Or like you're saying, you wanted my person in the first place because now you're so invested in their behaviors that now I got a list of shit before I came to you. They're going to first think, why do you have all that? It's going to come because that other person's going to say, why are they so worried about what we doing?
Right.
Hating ass. And then now here comes the fight. Because all you were looking at was, I'm trying to protect my friend. But see, the culprit is this person right here. My friend is happy. I ain't gonna fuck up my friend's happiness. But me and you,
we got a problem.
I gotta talk to you. Because if anybody knows, I'm gonna tell you, every time you around me, you're gonna feel uncomfortable. Because I'm looking at you like.
But at the same time, you're gonna have that friend saying, "Well, why don't you like my friend?" You know,
no. See, the one thing that I think is, and I think some people, I can't say it without saying it because I've seen it two ways, right? I have been a friend who have held on to information and had conversation with the person, and now this person ended up getting married, happy, and then because I minded my business, but let the friend know. You see what I'm saying? Because sometimes, and I think in this world, right, when a person is happy and we take them out of that mindset, we are doing some damage that is going to show up later. It's trauma, right?
Absolutely.
So then now trust is on the line, and not just trust with that person, trust with you, and it's a lot of questions. Whereas the root of the issue for me is, it ain't me and my friend. Okay, I see my friends happy. I know you sideways. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to you, and me and you gonna talk, and you gonna always be uncomfortable because I told you what's up. Now my friend is happy. Now, when you F up, just know I'm right. I'm the one sitting right here looking at you like, because it's not my job to steal my friend's happiness.
No, I agree. I totally agree.
And that's going to happen. Like, rarely do you think a friend is going to be like, you know what? Good look.
Right.
They're going to be hurt. Now, look at how she ended up the letter. It got ugly, and now my friend is hurt. Whereas this person, if I can get you to be like, okay, bro, here's the deal. I'm watching this situation. You got 30 days. What? You got 30 days to figure out how you're going to handle this because I know what's up. And this is going the wrong way, pimp. You got 30 days to figure out how you want to cushion this blow. Or what? Or I'm going to handle it. Like, you give that person the ultimatum of, I know what's up. get the opportunity to write it. Because then you can say, if you love my friend, we gotta fix this shit. Like, I know what you got going on. Because the friend is going to have she's digmatized, she's in love, she really likes him, all these things.
She taking advice.
She taking it from advice. She's listening to ex-wife and bullshit on that. What are we?
She's just got too much.
He's the problem. She's not the problem. She's just in love.
She's just in love.
She's just in love.
It don't work.
With the dude that don't work but just gives dick.
And
The
gives
whore.
food stamps too.
She like
Ain't got a kid.
Wait a minute. Now let's think about this. I'm no woman. All right. I'm no woman.
Go ahead, coach. Go ahead. Ask it.
I'll ask a lady that's on the panel.
Yes.
Don't ask me my wretched ass. Give me no food stamps.
He giving food stamps and dick in an economy that is hard.
Hey, look, food stamps and dick will make it work. It don't make it work.
I got food in my belly and I got dick in my gut.
Look, all them Instagram models and stuff like that. Look,
you see how she hating.
Hey,
it's the friend.
She fucked up.
What? Yeah, hit that. Don't make sure that don't come down. Yeah, you good? You got it. Cool. It is the friend. You know what? I'm gonna tell you another reason why it's the friend. And we all can attest to this. Here's the next one. It's not nice, but fuck it. Have you ever been in a line counting your little change? And that motherfucker come up with that EBT card with 2 carts?
Woo!
Right.
With an Apple phone?
And got all your treats that you had to put back on the shelf. Every damn one, cinnamon rolls and shit that you had to put back.
You know what pisses me off even more?
Corn pops, everything.
Still seeing $3,000 on that EBT card after they done swiped it. They got the bread.
So now she getting EBT and dick. You don't think she's mad? She's at home. She's at home.
Human.
Your girlfriend's at home, mad as hell while y'all eating
hibachi.
Eat some corn pops,
steaks and shrimp.
Yeah.
And your ass at home with top ramen
by yourself
for
Valentine's Day.
My man is providing his service. He got his son. He getting them stamps from his son.
Okay.
So he got one kid. That's at least $500 a month. Do you know what $500 a month can help with? Because you go now peanut butter bread. That's $250.
And look, man was hustling. He was hustling.
My man was working it out. Here go the stamps. That keeps you quiet. Then at night when you get off work, I'm gonna get you right. That keeps you quiet. Now you in love. Now while I'm stable and all that, I gotta make some things shake over here. I'll be back. And then we gonna re-up on the stamp and the dick.
Hey, it works out. Look, you play your part, I play my part.
Fix it.
In this day and age, am I saying that I agree with the arrangement?
No.
But am I saying I understand?
Yes. Yes.
Let me get 150, please.
Hey, look, let me get some of them steaks that you buy.
I am not saying
customer
that this man is totally wrong. He is providing a service.
He is. And he was damn good at that service, apparently.
And this friend stripped her of her stamps and her dick.
And the dick.
That's selfish.
Man.
What type of ignorant ass are you? I am so mad at the friend.
I would be
because you know why? Because the person who's involved in the relationship, just being honest and transparent, when you want better, you'll let it go.
Yeah.
You'll let it go. Absolutely. You know what you got sitting on that damn couch.
Yeah. When you get sick and tired of something, you get sick and tired of it.
You'll let it go. You'll let it go. But right now, shit it's seamless, right? You on the couch. I know where you at.
Yeah.
You ain't going far.
You ain't going nowhere. You ain't got no job.
Snacks in the
we got big Hostess.
We got
snacks.
Steaks,
we got
shrimp.
We got the good gummies. We got name brand shit.
Capri Suns.
We're not eating. We're not eating Fruity O's. We get Fruit Loops.
We can afford the Snoop cereal.
We getting Snoop cereal. We eating good.
No, look.
I ain't got Cocoa Pebbles. I got the real deal.
We got Sprite. We ain't got none of that.
Mr. Fizz. They ain't got Mr. Fizz. We got Sprite.
Sprite.
Got the whole nine.
We ain't got just orange soda. We got Sunkist.
Sunkist.
Yep. And
All of it.
And then after we eat,
what you got?
He dropping it down.
Yeah. I get look.
Everybody
Look, I gave your son a Capri Sun and some snacks.
You got two.
Go to bed.
You got two full bellies.
Uh-huh.
And then she hating on the sideline. You wonder why she's mad. You took that away from her.
Mm-hmm. Now I gotta go find something else.
Now she's back at square one.
Girl, mind your damn business.
Please.
I'm voting that this woman knew what she was getting herself into when she moved him in.
She knew.
Nobody is that blind.
No.
But guess what? You know what? I'm gonna roll with it because there's stamps.
Hey.
And there's good sex.
Good sex. Make it work.
It's good sex. She said.
Hit it again. There you go.
That was a fail.
Driving,
super fail.
Yeah, so in the Breakfast Club, the friend you are the donkey of the day.
For sure, you're right on.
Yeah, because you interfered in business that had nothing to do with you, and we're all too grown for that, and we all need to stop.
I agree.
See, I can't even get it to work no more.
It's working. You talking about you can't hear it?
No, I can't.
Oh, I can hear it.
Oh yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. Y'all can't hear it?
I don't think I can. Wait. Yeah, I think. Okay, I can.
There it is. Okay.
That's me.
Yeah, I can hear it. It was good. Now,
there you go.
Here's our last piece
There we go.
on this messy letter.
Oh yeah.
All right. The last piece is she has one serious question. We're gonna take this question seriously. We've done a lot of joking.
We could be comedians in here.
Let's be serious now. All right. The question is seriously. All right. We're gonna revisit it. Any suggestions on things I could tell her to help her move on? We'll start with you, Ho.
Mind your motherfucking business, bitch. 2 plus 2, not knowing what the fuck it is. Mind your business because you're not being a good friend.
Okay. I can accept that.
I mean, you.
She's sitting listening and mad that y'all agreeing with her. Yes, she is, because we are.
I mean, look, you have 3 different people up here and 3 different age groups, and
Trying to call me old X. Damn,
well, I mean,
man.
I'm
How
30.
you gonna come on my shit calling me old?
I'm 31. I'm 31.
I'm right behind you.
Oh, you are?
I turned 30 in like.
She looks like she's 18, but nah, she's definitely 30.
Hey, you know what? You know what? In that case, that's why great minds think alike.
Okay.
That's why great minds think alike. Because at the end of the day, you should have stayed out the business. Reading this letter, you over exemplifying the penis, talking about it was off the chain, things of that nature. It shows that you neither wanted the dick and you were upset about not getting the dick.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that you had to go to the ex-wife of the man, which I mean, you should have
That's
known.
crazy.
Yeah, you should have known the ex-wife was going to say anything negative about it, especially if the relationship ended it wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, you knew what you were doing.
Absolutely.
I'm a firm believer that women do know what they're doing, even though some women like to play, oh well, I'm just trying to look out for the friend.
Mm-hmm. You knew what it was.
You knew what it was.
Yeah.
You knew.
Hating ass.
For sure. For sure.
My advice, is there any suggestions on things I can do to help her move on? There's nothing that you can do to help her move on because those are her emotions. So you cannot expedite her grieving process because that's what it is. You have stripped something from her. So now this is now grief and trauma that you have added in her life. Give yourself a round of applause. Now, with that, do we have applause? Yeah, there you go. Give yourself a round of applause for now putting your friend in a position to have to suffer grief and trauma, because that's what that is. Now, the next piece that you have to think about is the physical. Mm-hmm. Now, she went from having something to having nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Meaning that, her physical needs were being met, and now they're gone because he's moved on.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Someone else getting on Capri Sun.
And the last thing is, you done effed up my financial state in my house, because for a year and a half, I was not necessarily worrying about the food bill.
Nope.
Now I'm in trauma and grief.
Go for it. 2 for 2.
And then now I got another bill because your black ass didn't want to mind your business. 3. I knew what he was doing. I didn't care.
Yep.
I knew he had other people.
Yep.
I didn't care because the food was in this house and the drawers was in the bed. I wish you would. As a man, I wish another dude would do some shit. Hey, man, I know what's going on.
You know they will.
But at the end of the day, the way my house is set up, imagine if you working like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I go to work every day, and I come home, my cabinets are full, I'm happy. Take me a nice warm shower. Then you get you some buns.
Go to sleep.
You go to sleep, wash and repeat. I don't ask no questions because there are relationships that are like that. I don't ask no questions. Just don't let it come across my doorstep. You know what I'm saying? There are straight up relationships like that. We all know that. Where just you do what you do, but it better not cross my doorstep.
Right.
And here you go with fucking luggage and you sit the damn bullshit right at her stoop. What type of friend?
There was already luggage on the stoop. She just chose to unpack.
She opened the bag right in the middle of her damn living room.
Like, oh, you got dirty laundry.
Oh, did you see this? Call the ex-wife. He got some of her shit in here.
I weak.
So with that being said, there's nothing that you can do. You got to let your friend now go through the grieving process of losing someone that she loved, even though you didn't love them. You now have to let the friend go through that process and hopefully not destroy your friendship in the process. So don't rush it. Let her go through her thing
peacefully.
And if her and dude try to rectify something, tend to your business.
Please.
Tend to your business. Just make sure your friendship is as strong as it should be. And as long as this girl ain't being emotionally and physically abused, let her be an adult, because that's what she was being. She was being an adult in an adult situation between her and her man. You, ma'am, need to mind your goddamn business.
That's coming from the three of us.
So it's the top of the hour, as always. But what we're gonna do real quick is we're just gonna give some thanks. We gotta get some gospel music for this part. We're gonna give some thanks. We made it through a week. You guys made it through a week. Everybody who sat down and watched TDS Radio, you guys made it through a week with us. We had guests. We have guests coming in. We have special guests coming in, dropping in, doing the messy letter with us. This was a great week, powerful week.
It has been a very powerful week.
We missed you, so fat. Yeah, it's still Black History.
Yeah.
So Fab Kim, we missed you. Can't wait to see you coming back next week. And so let's just end with some type of testimonial of how thankful we are.
Oh man, the creators stay creating, and I'm always thankful of that. I've been blessed to not only start a nonprofit, but what I planned is already exceeded outside of me.
Congratulations.
And I'm definitely thankful for that. And even when it's the hardest, I would say just continue to stay focused, even in the midst of distractions, because distractions are very easy. So please remember to stay focused in the midst of that distraction, because that distraction is what's going to be your testimony in the long run.
Agreed. Go ahead, Dex.
I'm thankful for a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'm thankful for being number one, for being alive.
Mm-hmm.
Not many people today that even can say that.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, I'm thankful for the people around me, whether it's Coach Kim or
Mm-hmm.
My mom, my girlfriend, things of that nature, my friends, just a lot of people that I've really, really, really admire and that I definitely take advice from.
Mm-hmm.
And most importantly, like I said, just, I take every day with just one single breath at a time, and just love being around those who are positive, who are full of energy, positive energy, just doing great things, whether it's content, whether that's business ownership, just anything. And I always say this, support Black businesses for sure. No matter what you do, no one's gonna look out for us but ourselves.
Correct.
That's the biggest thing.
Agreed.
100% agree on that one as well. Absolutely.
So Facebook Memories gave me one, right? And it almost is a letter to myself about where we're at with TDS Radio and the ventures that we have going on. And sometimes you get caught in scrolling and you think that you're just not doing enough. And that's everybody, right? You get into that rabbit hole of, damn, I could do a little bit better. Yeah. But Yeah. Right. It was something I wrote, and this was talking to my players that I coach. So this was a while ago, but I'm going to read it out here. What do you do to separate yourself is key. McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, Five Guys all sell burgers but appeal to different crowds. Mm-hmm. They don't complain about what certain customers or why certain customers are choosing their competitors. They come up with a strategy on how to promote their brand as best as they can, even if it's not. What are your strengths and what are your weaknesses? Highlight your strengths and work on your weaknesses. Open your mind up to new opportunities rather than sit there entitled with lofty, dreamy expectations coming from lack of work. Everyone has their path. You can choose to walk in it or face whatever challenges may appear, or you can sit and watch other people walk in their path while you compare and complain. Nothing is guaranteed but your grind. You better make it or take it. And with that being said, it's going to require 100% of your effort only.
I like that.
I got nothing to say about that one. That's
like
perfect.
that.
So when I was coaching, I used to drop those. Like I never did pregame speeches. Mm-hmm. Like, so, when everybody be like, all right, coach is about to give one for us before we go out and play. Yeah. I never believed in that because throughout the week, I motivated them each day, closing with something each day, a nugget that they had. So when it got to game day, there's no more I can say. There's no more I can say. There's nothing that I'm going to say that's going to inspire you to do more because we should already be working on that every single day. And so that's what I want us to close on. Make sure you work on something every single day, whether it's a business, whether it's personal goals, relationships, making that phone call that you should have made that you didn't, or sending that text that you just thinking, should I send it? What do you have to lose? People are dying every day. You don't know when your last day or your last breath is. You don't want somebody who you really want to connect with to no longer be there because then now you live with that. Don't live with anything. Everything, go balls to the wall and listen to the inner voice. Last testimony and I'm out. I was supposed to go to another area, Durham, for work, for a job. Mm-hmm. I needed to get my transcripts from my university where I went. For whatever reason, they were giving me the damnedest time. I could not get my transcripts. And it should be as simple as pay the fee, send me my transcripts, I give them to Durham, I move on. Mm-hmm. For whatever reason, this university is giving me every single mother freaking task to get my transcript. Mm-hmm. Only for me to see currently
the issue that's been going on with
Durham public schools are on strike. Yeah. The assistants, the TAs, all that stuff, they're all on strike. The schools they're not in. Oh, wow. In my prayers during this time was, and I told my fiance this, I said, in my prayers prior to this happening, something's telling me to stay still right now. Like something's saying in my prayers, stay still. So right now we're being intentional about listening to our intuition, which is, the higher being of whatever you may believe in. I don't know. I don't want to tell nobody what to believe in, but whatever you may believe in that governs your spirit, that's what we tuned into, right? Mm-hmm. And so I look now and say, okay, at my job that I was going to leave, they put me into a different area. Mm-hmm. They started to take certain responsibilities that I was complaining about, but I didn't complain to them, but it's just to me every day, I'm like, man, I don't want to do this shit.
Right.
Yeah. They started shedding that stuff off without me having to ask.
Right.
Then they put me in a room that has a video production room that is completely empty. Literally in my room, there's a door that says video production with nothing in it.
The creator will make a way.
So now with me, like, and most of the people in the school don't even know that I have this.
Right.
They don't know that my sister and I do this. Because you got to keep people off your social media because.
But this stuff. But the reason why I say that because a lot of this stuff appeals to young folks.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
there's where the problem lies because now what we have to do is my sister and I are going to now try to integrate that because there's a whole room no one's using.
Yeah,
empty. When I say empty, nothing's in it. So now our imagination, as we were talking yesterday, our imagination, sky is the limit to be able to use this room that nobody else has any interest in or even wants.
Oh, I see the possibilities already.
And all I had to do was listen and sit my ass still.
You know what? It's funny because when you mention
He
those
will do
burger-
it.
When you mention those burger places, they all have one thing in common: they stay in their lane.
Stay in their lane.
They stay in their lane.
Nobody's trying to mimic the Big Mac.
Yeah,
No.
or the Five Guys burger, or
Yeah.
the Wendy's burger. Everyone's staying in their
Stay
lane.
in
And
lane.
everyone's making their own money.
So this weekend, focus on staying in your lane.
Focus.
Listen to whatever governs your soul. Like,
Ashe.
whatever it is, I don't want to tell nobody what to be. I'm not preachy. Whatever governs your soul, just take some time to listen to it. Tap
I'll
in.
preach. You won't listen to me though.
Look, don't be like that friend. Don't be like
I'll
that friend.
tell you what you need to hear now.
So we'll see you next Tuesday, God willing, and everybody have a great weekend. Be safe. TDS Radio, our voice, our culture.
Amen.